I said 4, but I showed up twice. Again, why? Because I had that, so my name is Nazeer and welcome back to week 5 of my weekly review. Again, this is the journey starting from 0, and this is where my wins and misses, where I will be talking all about that. First, I actually want to talk about the scoreboard, okay? So this week actually resulted in 3 openings, okay? So 3 new people. I actually was able to meet up, 2 office visits, right? Again, the goal was 4. I missed it. There's a reason, right? But that's not good enough, right? I feel like I still could have made the effort into still making it, even though it was uncomfortable, right? And I'll go more into it, of course. But that also means G League is right around the corner. 17 days, 16 days left to hit 1 AMA, 5,000 points. Currently 0. It feels very weird that I don't have anything done, especially since, I should have something up, right? But things are building. Like, that's the thing. I'm like, I think it's just really confusing. Is like, I'm trying to be in this farming mentality instead of just like pushing towards just something that I'm just trying to rush. Because this is not a rush. This is not a sprint. This is a marathon. 2 different things. So I actually want to go. This video will all be about the scoreboard and about those results that I pointed first. So I guess the first thing is I want to review all 3 openings. Of course, the first one was, this was interesting, right? Because it's someone that's already been hit up by someone in the same company, right? I just wanted to actually he was a close friend. I wanted to sit down with him, get some reps in, get some feedback, and yeah, I actually found out mid-call he already has actually the proper structure, proper coverage, and I was like, yo, I love that. I was like, hey, this is not something I don't steal, right? I think that's the whole thing. It's like, you can't steal other people's clients, right? So of course I didn't pitch him or anything, but I was like, hey, if anything, I can give you some more education, if anything, at least that. And of course, this also was for my training. It's like, hey, let me see what I can do. And this was a really good learning experience, first of all, because of that. He will give me referrals, hopefully, from time to time. The next thing I want to talk about the meetings is actually having my upline, my mentor, actually take over the call, and actually me listening to him and being studying him. This was really a studying period. Again, it wasn't a showcase. I wasn't there to impress anyone. Again, I was there to learn. My job was just icebreaking, making sure that they got familiar between each other, and making sure that everything actually makes sense instead of feeling awkward and having to reintroduce yourself and then building that trust over and over. Be that reason. And the thing is, I wasn't just listening as well. I was adding my own things, and then I was also learning from that. So there was actually a lot that I learned from that meeting. Actually, one thing was the depth, right? He was really focusing on one topic because he wanted to make sure that the client actually understood that, right? Again, you can't really just have it and just be hopefully yeah, no, he understands it, right? You actually have to go in detail, and when he went in detail, I was like, yo, this guy's actually I love the education part. I think that's one thing I want to talk about is the education part. It's so important. Again, it's why I do what I do. It's the education side as well. It's also giving them these opportunities, but it's also, hey, you never learned this, right? How about we sit down for an hour? Let's talk about it, right? The second thing is, of course, the patience. I need to learn this. This is actually a skill that I want to learn personally, is that silence. Let it, let the silence breathe. The last thing actually is his storytelling. Again, I've heard from my upline, right? My CEO, he told me, you really do remember information because of storytelling, right? When there's a story attached to something, you usually are able to understand it better. So I really took that to heart, and I was like, hey, I need to I need to start doing that. I need to start even have my own stories, and then have use other people's examples as a reason. If it's a reason for people to actually put themselves in that type of place, then it just makes sense. And the last thing my trainer actually said to me was, this should be a close for yourself this year. It's really hard, it's really crazy to think about, hey, this might be something I'm actually I can finally do. But it's what it means, I think. It's hey, I'm actually about to help someone that's been wanting this specific problem solved. I can't explain, I can't go too much into detail, but I needed this person to hop on a call with me because of what they were saying. I was like, hey, I don't care if you're gonna say no with this, that, yada yada. Hear me out, and you'll thank me later, okay? And he's they've been just so like they're just taking so much in. They're so understanding. They're actually hearing my trainer out, hearing me out, and he's asking the best questions ever. And I'm just like, I'm so glad he's asking questions, because that's how I know he's actually serious about this. I actually want to switch it up from the scoreboard and talk about actually something that randomly happened. Again, those of you who do see this content, my friends and people I know, hello, right? It's crazy to think about. I'm not gonna lie, it's crazy to think about, like, people that I know my whole life are watching me now. Interesting. Okay. But why I want to talk about that actually is because this approach is so different. It's so crazy to think about. It's like okay, so of course I had a call with a friend. I'm not gonna say too much because they might watch this, they might see this and be like, they're talking about me. But he's like, again, they're just like, I was just talking to him, whatever. The thing is, this guy, I actually been wanting to get them on a call, because I feel like what they do, they make a lot of income, blah blah blah. What I can do could probably benefit them, right? But it's also delivering that message like, hey, what I do could possibly help you. You just need to hear me out. And that's the thing, hear me out. I think the best thing actually that came from it is, I'm 21 years old. This is week 5 of me doing reviews, creating content, okay? And someone actually trusts me enough to actually like say, hey, I need this. Can you help me get this? Of course. And of course, I can't just like give someone just something finance related. Again, I won't say what it is or anything specific, but it's the fact that I just give it to him, right? Because it's finance related stuff. You have to actually know. You can't just give someone this because they asked for it, right? It's not a grocery store. It's a freaking, like, it's deeper. It's your money working for itself, right? Or money protecting you. So it's two different things, right? So I guess I was like, hey man, like, I wish I could just like set it up, give you something, like something to like get a good image at, but I need to know where you're at, what you want to do, what you are currently, and where do you want to be in the future. I don't just give anyone just anything because they ask for it, right? I have to do my due diligence. I have to be that broker that actually cares for my clients instead of caring about what I can gain. You know what I mean? But it really does show, like, I don't know, like, this is crazy to think about, like, people actually like mess with it. I'm like, bro, I don't understand. I'm just like doing something just because I thought it was funny, corny or whatever, and I was like, hey, I should do something corny because, you know, when you're trying something at first you're gonna be corny at it. But I think that's the difference between actually going out and actually being, hey, this is what I do, blah blah blah, and letting people know what you do instead of trying to be silent and hiding and, you know, do things silently, because the people who will support you the most are your family and friends. Okay, I wasn't even supposed to make that long, but I just wanted to go deep into it. And actually now I want to talk about the real life stuff. Okay, first of all, give me 1 second. I finished this book. Okay, wait, let me. Okay, yeah. This book was really interesting because it was like lessons. Again, I've talked about this book before, but I've been wanting to finish this so bad because I've been wanting to read this other book, right? And I was like, hey, I can't read this book if I don't finish this, right? And this book, I'm not gonna lie, like, it was good, right? And the things I take out of it is really like, hey, just don't give up, right? And one thing I still need to learn, right? And this is one thing I really took away from it, is the sale starts when the customer says no. I don't know what that means. I read what his story was. It was insane. It was crazy. This guy fought. He fought. And then I want to know how I can implement that myself. Because when a customer does say no, when a client says no, am I just supposed to be like, okay, well, it's not for you then. I don't know how to approach it. That doesn't make it pushy. That doesn't, hey, like, you need this, you know? I still need to figure that out, right? And that's something, I guess, a learning experience. But again, really good book. This guy was actually really influential, right? He knew a lot of people, and I think it goes into connections as well. He always knew people. He always had connections. So even though things were going down, he could talk to this person. He could go to this person and be like, hey, I need your help. I need this. Hey, I want you to invest in this. Trust me, this will give you, it's a good investment. And they trusted him. Because he was always given that image. He had that credibility with him. But yeah, I went off a tangent. But actually, the next thing I want to talk about is my Sienna. There was a flood that happened. Not flood, but like a lot of rain happened. Bridge. There was too much water. Went into the water. All the lights went crazy. And then yeah, I had to get towed. And I think it's getting written off. We'll see. Again, it's MPI still doing its thing. We'll see. But yeah, again, life doesn't. Actually, this is really deep. Life doesn't pause when you're building something. You're managing a claim, running meetings, and still trying to show up. That's the reality. Life won't stop because you're busy, right? Life still does its thing. And the thing it did was, hey, flood damage, okay? But yeah, the next thing I actually want to talk about is this week actually, running the shop solo. This is actually going to be really fun. I'm actually looking forward to it because, okay, got cut off, but it's okay. Anyways, though, but I'm going to be running. My mentor actually had to run a CEO team. And when I mean run it, I mean run it. Again, there's a bunch of rookie, sophomore veterans, and he still made sure everything was controlled. Which every call, every meeting that was supposed to have, the culture did not break. If anything, it was running smoothly. And again, I respect him so much for that. I was telling him, I was like, hey, this is a really good learning experience. This is a really, like, I want to be in that position where I get that type of responsibility so I could prove myself. But I know I can't. I'm not there yet. But why I actually bring this up is because this week I'm going to be running my dad's shop solo. Now, what I mean solo is solo. My dad's out in Toronto, so I'm going to be the one to actually have to make sure that I'm there. I'm there on time. I'm actually there doing things. I'm making sure that the shop is running. Okay, so I will be holding the fort. I hopefully will be running the fort. But this is a great learning opportunity. Again, I'm 21, managing a business on top of managing my own business. Not a lot of people can say that. So that's what I'm blessed to do. The next thing, of course, is actually going to the gym 5 times. Actually, we're gonna go positive. Actually, yeah, like. This is something like, again, like I really hope this becomes a norm, and I don't have to mention this, because this was something that I really was looking forward to, is hitting the gym 5 times. Why? Because it's early. When you don't want to, when you're just like, hey, like, I could just be asleep. No, I chose to wake up. And actually, I want to talk about this. Actually, I woke up. Actually, I set past my alarm an hour later. Right, I woke up an hour later. I could have decided to be like, oh my god, I missed it. I guess I gotta go next time. I got up and I was like, hey, I gotta go to the gym. I have to. Because it's mental. It's winning habits. My CEO talks a lot about winning habits, and it's like, it really is habits that actually contribute to something, right? The gym is something that makes me sure I'm physical, right? I'm actually building myself as well, because it feels like my anchor to everything. Now I want to go into the most hardest part. Again, I said 4, but I showed up twice. Again, why? Oh, because I had that Sienna thing that happened. You know, the flood, the rain was so bad. I could bus. I could Uber. There was a lot of options. There was a lot of ways I could have, right? And I still chose not to. Again, like, this is something I need to build up on, and something that's like, I really want to like start bothering my mentor. Okay, like I need to start like figuring out how he got to where he got to, right? When I'm stuck, I have like, there's so much things I could do, like, but yeah, that's one thing. Again, what I choose to do differently is no excuses. Make it. That's all I can say. Week 5 is done. 3 openings, 2 office visits. A close friend literally reaching out to me, and I didn't even have to like reach out. And a close that's, you know, I can't bank on it, but it looks like, you know, it's coming. So yeah, that's actually really huge actually. If you're building something too, this is what it actually looks like. you know. Subscribe. I'm posting every week, and I will catch you on the next review.